Suarez struck out 6 and walked 3 in 6 2/3 innings, and Jordan Romano got the final 3 outs for his 6th save. Colorado fell to 8 and 42. Yeah, Colorado's now 8 and 42. It's the worst 50-game start in Major League Baseball since 1901.
Wow.
Up next for the Phils is a trip to Sacramento. They're going to play the A's, and the A's are playing there in a minor league ballpark this season after leaving Oakland and before their new stadium in Las Vegas is finished. Zach Wheeler will get the start tonight. The first pitch is set for 10:05. In the NBA, the Oklahoma City Thunder won Game 2, beating the Minnesota Timberwolves 118-103 last night in OKC. The Thunder now lead that series 2-0. Game 3 is tomorrow night in Minnesota. Tip-off will be at 8:30. In the NHL, the Florida Panthers had another easy win over the Carolina Hurricanes, winning 5-0 in Game 2 of that series last night in Raleigh. Sorry, Maureen. One of the players' moms is here. The Panthers are now up 2-0 in that series. Game 3 is tomorrow night in South Florida. The puck will drop at 8. Go Canes. And the Union will welcome Lionel Messi and Inter Miami CF to Subaru Park tomorrow night. The Union are in first place in the Eastern Conference with 9 wins and 29 points. The match will begin at 7:30. And the Eagles are still your Super Bowl champs. And that's what I have for you in sports this morning.
All right, thank you very much, Nick. Well, it's time yet again, friends, for this little thing that we call the opening of the Jersey Shore and the Eggs with Pegs celebration that we have at Keenan's in North Wildwood. I see Marissa Magnata wandering about making sure that everything is in its place and every place has its thing, or whatever that old saying is.
Yes.
There's a line of people down the road and around the corner. I actually got a text. We told you guys about Car Star Karaoke. Kathy had discovered Lulu who drives, and she texted me earlier, and she said, I just dropped people off at a very long line right outside of Keenan. So her crazy car service is rolling around here somewhere.
It's like a rolling disco, right?
Yeah, totally. And you can sing karaoke while you're driving around. So get a ride from Lulu if you get a chance. So, yes, I went up on the roof and took a look. We got a great crowd that's ready to work their way in here. Last night, Nick and Casey and Marissa did an appearance at Keenan's. I came by to say hello and check things out as well. And I jokingly last week said, I'll go by and take a look in case they've changed anything in the room. And they've done it again. And they never tell us that they changed the layout of this place.
And by the way, we asked Scott.
Yeah.
He said there's a few things.
Yeah. Massively changed the interior of the main room where we broadcast from, and they brought the raised platform near the front of the bar closer to us, which actually is going to be good for people as far as viewing goes. So that's a good thing, but a little less room down front as far as the pit goes.
Casey likened it to being in the trash compactor on the Death Star.
Okay.
Where the walls are closing in.
Yeah. There's lots of room and lots of things that we can do here, and we will this morning as we're getting set, but there's some obstacles in the way, but it'll make for a fun morning.
Listen, I think we'll have our first decapitation if everything goes the way we're planning.
Possible. Yeah. We've been doing it long enough. What's that?
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. We have some contests that we have planned. Obviously, that's kind of what this show has turned into when we do the live broadcast. We get this captive audience that's raring to go. Everybody who comes by the way, can get registered to win a very cool prize. Zippy's Bikes in Wildwood has given us a set of his and hers beach cruisers, and it's easy. There's QR codes all over the place. All you got to do is click on that and fill out the information, and you'll be in the running for that. And we've got the bikes here, which is fantastic. Thank you to our presenting sponsor, Coors Banquet. Start your summer. Start your legacy. Coors Banquet. We'll be doing some giveaways with them, and obviously the baptism of beer is the culmination of this event.
And it's going to be legendary this year, yeah.
Yeah, and I got to thank Mike. I got to thank Steak 'em Up.
Yes.
Every year they just hand over cash.
They do.
And so, and we're, we don't keep the cash. We hand the cash over to the contestants for various contests that we're going to do this morning. But Mike, Steak 'em Up, thank you so much for always helping us out.
Got a bunch of concert tickets and all kinds of things that we will be giving away. So leading up to that, they're going to open the doors here in a moment. We'll do the entertainment news. And get that finished, and then we'll dive into what we do here at Keenan.
Then it becomes Caligula time.
Yep. So I think we should go ahead and take a break and come back in just a moment and get the whole thing started. But it is happening live, and you can watch us on YouTube. We've got a really cool camera array set up here today that will capture all of it. Neumann is handling that as always, right?
Yeah,
I mean, they're amazing. So we'll take a quick break. We'll come back in a second, man. We are right on the cusp of summer, and we're doing it here at Keenan's Irish Pub in North Wildwood. Coming back on MMR. Stay with us.
Preston and Steve on 93.3. WMMR. MMR rocks the 38th annual Bend to the Shore Bike Tour, Sunday, July 20th. Join Casey Boy and Team WMMR Rock and Rollers for this charity bike ride, raising money for the Families Behind the Badge, a Philadelphia-based nonprofit supporting families of fallen and critically injured first responders. To get a head start, join us for our first ever Visit Delco live broadcast series. Brent Porsche kicks it off this Thursday from 3 to 7 p.m. at Sedona Tap House in Newtown Square. A portion of the proceeds benefits Casey's team and Families Behind the Badge. For details and registration info, click it.
All right, it's already begun.
Hey, did they open the doors yet?
I think they opened the doors yet. Good morning, psychos. It's good to see ya. All right, we are here at Keenan's Irish Pub. We're going to start off easy, and then we're going to get hard. To quote Tina Turner back
Rolling on the river?
Rolling on the river. We'll get to it all in a little bit, but we are happy to get the doors open. People are filtering in, making their way into filling up this whole area. We'll dive in deep in just a little bit. Let's get a look at traffic, see how we're doing so far this morning. Nick, what you got for us?
Yeah, roads really are not bad so far this morning, Preston, especially if you're driving down the shore. If you're heading here to Keenan's in North Wildwood, AC Expressway's looking good. The Garden State Parkway and the New Jersey Turnpike, all no issues on any of those roads. In Lower Gwinnett Township, Montgomery County, there is some road construction. There's a repair to a collapsed pipe. This is on Welsh Road 63, eastbound and westbound between Gwinnett View Road and Stump Road. And then there's also an accident that's been cleared. This is 295 northbound between Rancocas Woods Road and Delran, exit 43. That's in Burlington County. And then some slow traffic on 95 southbound between Cobbin Avenue and Bridge Street as the morning starts to get underway. This traffic report is brought to you by Ace Hardware Home Services, bringing helpful to your home. Leaky pipe, AC not cooling? Ace Hardware Home Services has the pros to fix it. Plumbing, electrical, heating, and cooling, bringing helpful to your home. And that's your traffic on 93.3 WMMR.
All right, thank you very much, Nick McElwain. We are opening up the doors. People are filing in there. You are the best dressed crowd we've ever seen.
Yeah, by far.
At this event.
The most unique outfits.
Wow, I'm excited. All right, so we're going to work our way in, and the bar opens in 25 minutes, by the way. So let us do this part first, and then we'll get stupid. So, all right, we're going to do stupid question. We're going to give away a Mission Impossible prize pack for the correct answer to this. And I wanted to do a Jersey Shore themed question. So here it is. Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band was named after a street in what Jersey Shore town? 610-660-9333 is the number. Call if you know the answer to that. Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band was named after a street in what Jersey Shore town? Let's see if you know the answer to that. It's not quite as obvious as you think it might be. All right, we'll mention some birthdays today being the 23rd day of May. It's Joan Collins' 92nd birthday.
92nd?
Yeah.
Wow.
She is still around and kicking, and
she's still doing Ultimate Fighting, right?
I think she is. She's in the UFC now. So she's a badass.
She's a brawler.
Actress Melissa McBride. You remember her from The Walking Dead? What was her character's name?
Carol!
Okay, Carol. And she was in The Mist, as you said.
She became a mega badass in The Walking Dead.
She turned 60 today. Then we have Kelly Monaco, who you remember. She was on General Hospital, and then she really broke into mainstream with Dancing with the Stars.
She got incredibly ripped.
Total, a hard body, big time. So she turns 49 years old today. We have singer Jewel turning 51.
Now, she's been linked with Kevin Costner.
Oh, that's right.
Recently.
Yeah.
And he has snaggletooth scrapes on his penis.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow. Is that little insider info you're
I don't
privy
know.
to?
You draw your own conclusion.
So she is celebrating her 51st birthday today. Then we have author Mitch Albom. He's the guy that wrote Tuesdays with Maury.
You love that book. I remember when that book was out, that really it made an impact on you.
Yeah, big time. So he turned 67. Drew Carey.
Huge Fish fan now.
That's right.
Dude, he went and saw them at the Sphere.
Yeah.
I think he might have had a hallucinogen. I'm not really sure, but he was completely, he's like totally like all in on Fish.
I would love to see Drew Carey on some hallucinogen.
LSD. Yeah.
He's 67 today. And then the last birthday I saw is Jeopardy host Ken Jennings. And he turns 51 years old today. And Steve and I fully approve.
Absolutely.
Take the hosting duties from Alex Trebek. He does a great job. All right, we're going to see if we can get an answer to the stupid question. We wanted to find out what shore town Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band was named after. All right, I don't know. I didn't ask how to do the
There's nothing on here?
Yeah.
No, they're there, and I don't know how to access.
You know what? Maybe Jason can do it.
Jason, is there a chance you can bring up a caller? Let's go with our first caller in, who I think was Mark. Who I believe is, I don't know if Jason knows how to work the phones back there. All right, hey, Mark, can you hear me, buddy?
I can hear you.
Awesome. All right, Mark, what Jersey Shore town will we find the E Street that the band was named after?
It is Belmore, New Jersey.
He's correct. Yeah. Belmore, New Jersey. Northern Jersey, the shore town. You are correct. Hang on the line, bud. We're going to set you up, and we're going to give you the Mission Impossible prize pack includes $50 Keenan's gift card, Mission merch, including a hooded sweatshirt, secret pocket, trucker cap, drink koozie, a wireless audio transmitter, power bank, and a utility tool pen, and, of course, Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. Every mission is led to this. Tom Cruise's Ethan Hunt, Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning, only in theaters and
My
IMAX
direct out,
today, by the way.
So the young lady in the front here wants to know what was the answer. She couldn't hear the guy on the phone.
Belmar, New Jersey.
So you would have thought Asbury Park or something like that, right?
Yep, that's correct. All right, so I know you're all dying to know Taylor Swift news, so I have it for you.
We're dealing with a room full of people who could give a rat's ass.
Oh, they don't
but
care.
It's important.
We're going to get through this as quickly as possible. She is no longer facing a subpoena in the legal battle between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. Baldoni's team withdrew it after receiving voluntary information. Sources tell TMZ this confirms the validity of the statement made last week that Taylor's involvement with this film was just licensing a song. So there's really no need.
She would bring nothing to the court proceedings other than star power.
Yeah, her spokesperson clarified that she had no involvement in casting, editing, and that she never even visited the set.
Baldini is trying to subpoena Pope Leo, though.
Oh, and why
no one
not?
can understand why.
Lively's team supported Swift's efforts to get the subpoena dismissed and stated that they would continue to stand up for any third party who is unjustly harassed, by the way. Thank you. Everybody, see everybody singing along to that?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a very religious crowd.
Megan Fox made a big reveal on Instagram that her latest pregnancy with Machine Gun Kelly was unplanned, but a happy surprise.
I think the exact words he didn't pull out.
The Jennifer's Body actress posted a sultry throwback video from last year on her Instagram stories, rocking a crop top and a plaid skirt.
That's my look.
Writing that she was 6 weeks pregnant at the time, and in the caption, she reminded fans that, quote, women shouldn't listen to the patriarchy, and added that they have no expiration date.
Do you remember we had the comedian we just had, Stephen Yo?
Oh, yeah, Stephen Ho.
And he talked, and we didn't get to ask him about it, the amount of times while working in ER that he had people come in, Preston, who had no idea they were pregnant, he said is insane.
Yeah.
It happens way more than you would think.
So Megan welcomed their fourth child back in March. Things have been extremely rocky between them since a shock split last Thanksgiving, and that included claims of infidelity and
from what I understand, Preston, he didn't pull out.
You were there, right?
Yeah, I was right there. I'm their cuck.
And claims of infidelity and Barb's.
Cucky is my new movie.
Back and forth. Oh, my God.
Cucky Balboa.
Cucky Balboa.
Come on, all you got to do is watch them have sex.
Oh, my God.
I don't know, Mick. I don't know.
That's a new...
Cucky.
That is a whole new series.
So he's running through the Italian market and someone throws him a dildo.
Oh, jeez. Cucky Balboa. Wow. All right, John Hamm became a bit more than just a basketball fan this week. He inserted himself into an NBA playoff game. Did you guys see this?
I did, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. The actor was sitting courtside for the Knicks and Pacers game when a ball in play bounced his way as Pacers guard Tyrese Halliburton tried to grab it before it went out of bounds. Ham reacted, and he grabbed it first.
Oh, my God.
And Tyrese looked at him, and he's like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
What are you doing, John Hamm?
Yeah.
Halliburton appears to want to appeal what he saw was fan interference, but seems to think better of it. Fortunately for him, the game still went Indiana's way, and the Pacers outlasted the Knicks in overtime.
It was funny, Preston, because John Hamm was sitting next to a guy that I didn't recognize, and then next to those two people were Larry David and Susie Essman from Curb Your Enthusiasm, and John Hamm played, in essence, Larry David on Curb Your Enthusiasm. He was being his understudy.
Oh, wow.
So they've been friends for a long time, and it was just funny to see John Hamm, who played Larry David, sitting next to Larry
That's
David,
wild.
all courtside.
And that could have easily ended up in, like, a Curb Your Enthusiasm scene.
Yeah.
You know?
But, I mean, if you're sitting there courtside and a ball, I think I would react the same way.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it was still in play.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I know.
But they are right on top of them.
But
Inside.
how funny would it be if this did end up in a Curb episode?
It should.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Lakers game.
Yep. All right, so there's an update on the man who stands accused of ramming his car through Jennifer Aniston's front gate. Remember the psycho?
Yeah.
A psychiatrist who examined Jimmy Wayne Carwile has determined the man is mentally incompetent to stand trial. However, Carwile's attorneys are requesting a second evaluation of their
But I love her, Preston.
The judge
I love her.
The judge allowed it and appointed a second psychiatrist to examine him, who he is due back in court for another hearing on Thursday.
Isn't the word that he believes he's married to her?
Yeah, he called her his wife. He's charged with one felony count of each of stalking and vandalism, along with an aggravated circumstance of the threat of great bodily harm, to which he has pleaded not.
That's just the way we fight.
So, despite the rumors that continue to swirl around Tom Cruise and Ana de Armas, the ballerina star suggests it's strictly professional.
Yeah.
In an interview with Women's Wear,
Keep it that way.
Wear Daily, de Armas said that the multiple sightings of the two involve working on something with directors Doug Liman and Christopher McQuarrie, who are two of Cruise's regular action film collaborators. She said, obviously, everybody knows I'm working with Tom Cruise, and of course, I'm doing crazy things, as you do when you're working with Tom. It's another level that just keeps setting the bar higher and higher, but it's so much fun.
If you were to pair her with someone, and I have someone that comes to mind for me, Ana de Armas and Drew Carey.
And Drew Carey.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. It's his birthday, right?
Yeah,
Right.
but he's older than Tom Cruise,
I know,
right?
but
All right.
I think he's settled down. He's got a continuing gig, and he always knows the price.
Listen, I'm more okay with that than I would be with her and Tom Cruise. I would be okay with that.
So apparently it's strictly professional for now, but it's what they're going with. Jimmy Kimmel has been added to the list, the latest Smurfs movie. The live-action animated hybrid movie already features a ton of famous voices, including Rihanna, John Goodman, Nick Offerman, Nick Kroll, Natasha Lyonne, and more. The movie will follow Smurfette, voiced by Rihanna, as she leads her fellow Smurfs into the real world in an effort to save Papa Smurf.
They were going to go with the plot line originally that was supposed to mirror 12 Years a Slave, and that was that just didn't seem very Smurfy.
Didn't Katy Perry was the first voice of Smurfette, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what the deal is that there are tons of voice actors that used to work in these movies, but now you can't do any of these movies unless you have celebrity voices.
Yep.
So it's kind of wiped out that part of the industry.
It's not known at this time who Kimmel will be voicing, but Smurfs will hit theaters on July 18th. The Michael Jackson biopic it may be coming out a bit later than fans were expecting. John Feldheimer, CEO of Lionsgate, recently shared on an earnings call that the movie is likely going to move to 2026. He said, we're excited about the 3.5 hours of amazing footage.
3.5 hours?
Yeah.
Is it two movies they're going to release it as, or one 3.5 hour movie?
That is a good question. He said, I would note that it is likely we will move Michael out. He shared, as a result of those comments, the movie is now expected to hit theaters at some point after April 1st next year. It was originally set to come out in October of this year, and it will star Jafar Jackson, Coleman Domingo, haven't heard his name in a little while, Nia Long, Miles Teller, and more. I was telling Nick about this. So veteran actor Thomas Hayden Church has joined the TV show Tires for its second season.
Yeah, I was talking to McKeever yesterday about it. I think we're going to wait until after the premiere, because the premiere's on June 5th, which is a Thursday. I think the week after that, it'll give us a chance to watch it. But
this is Shane Gillis's.
This is Shane Gillis's show. I mean, Thomas Hayden Church, J.J. Watt,
You know what this is though? He's the what Danny DeVito was to It's Always Sunny. Thomas Hayden Church will be just to give it a little bit more oomph. The show's funny.
Yep. Church comes on board as Shane's dad. For the Netflix company.
That's awesome.
Sophomore season.
You know what that show did really well, Steve, is that they left you wanting more. It was a brief season. Preston, I think it's only like 6 episodes. They're a half hour each. You can just buzzsaw right through it, and it's really funny. It's really well done. And then, the next season's coming out soon.
So the series stars Gillis and Stephen Gerbin, who plays Will, as cousins trying to make a go of an auto repair business that they inherited from Will's father. So the series features Chris O'Connor, Kila Fox, and Stavros Hilkias. Halkias, sorry. And comedian Andrew Schultz also guest stars as well. So season 2 is coming out live. I think you said June 5th, right? Yep. So that's when that will arise. Zach Braff is returning to the world of Scrubs. The actor has confirmed that he'll be appearing in the reboot of the classic medical comedy.
It seemed like obvious. They've been doing the Scrubs commercials, basically.
I mean, why did it go away?
They finished it. They wrapped it up. It was still doing pretty well in the ratings, but they wanted to go out on a quote-unquote high note.
It was a great show.
It was a great show.
Yeah.
They actually filmed it in a closed hospital.
The show is in development at ABC and is set to be a sequel series. The original Scrubs ran on NBC from 2001 to 2008. Then ABC 2009 and 2010. The original series, of course, starred Braff as well as Donald Faison, Sarah Chalk, John C. McGinley, Neil Flynn, and Judy Reyes. Braff is the only cast member that's currently confirmed to be returning to the
I'm
reboot.
sure others will come back.
I got to believe Donald Faison. They were such a great team in that he will be on board as well. Just an update. The bar opens in 10 minutes, everybody.
Oh!
And they're back.
Just wanted to make sure you're still with us.
Oh, they are. You got to understand there's a semi-coma that exists prior to the bar opening up.
Yep. Shark Week is swimming back to Discovery Channel on July 20th. Boo.
Boo.
Casey hates sharks.
So scary.
Kicks off at 8 p.m. Eastern. The 37th...
In fact, that's the first sharks. They're so scary.
The 37th annual celebration of all things shark will feature a brand new special, Dancing with Sharks.
Oh, wow.
Hosted by former Dancing with the Stars host Tom Bergeron. Interesting.
Okay, is he actually going to dance with a few?
It's described as an unprecedented underwater dance competition.
Okay.
The show pairs pro divers with sharks for some jaws-dropping choreography. While the full schedule of programming is still under wraps, fans are already hooked after seeing the teaser for the most thrilling week of television.
I wonder if this is still the powerhouse it's been for them in years past.
Yeah.
I just
Or
don't know
Shark
how-
Week run its course.
How do you outdo yourself?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
well, what they would do is they've been attaching celebrities.
Yeah.
Like they had Chris Hemsworth for 1 week. They had Jason Momoa kind of serving as the host. Yeah. But I don't know.
I used to get excited about
I loved
it.
it.
I haven't watched it in a while, so
No.
I should dive back in.
Yeah.
Well done. Thank you.
Well, I'm on to Sardine Week, Preston.
I would watch Otter Week. I would watch a week's worth of Otter specials. I would do that.
By the way, I'm going to go swim with otters in a few weeks.
When? Where?
Claire and I are going. There's a place in Delaware.
Can I come, please?
Come on.
Seriously.
Yeah, you can swim with otters.
All right.
Yeah.
What is this place?
It is a place in Delaware, and they allow you for 45 minutes to swim with otters, and there's all sorts of restrictions. You can't have like a bathing suit with a pull string or whatever. And they have other animals and things, but it's, you swim with friggin' otters.
Dude, Casey, you know those things attack people regularly.
Yeah, but these ones are probably tame.
No, I know that, but I mean, they're scary too. I mean, they're cute.
They're
but
not scary like sharks are scary.
like kill you
They're
scary.
like, ow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scary.
All right.
Is it called Coastal Wilds?
That's it.
Yeah, all right. And
Yeah.
it's at the Sussex Zoo, I guess. And good for you,
Seriously,
man.
my friend from college, we send each other otter videos all the time. And I'm like low-key plotting on how to actually get one as a pet. You know?
Listen, what you were dealing with is they found out the ocean otters that were biting people.
Right.
There was something, a toxin in the water that was making them freak out. What they do, the river otters, they're chill, baby.
Yeah, I'm more of a river otter kind of guy. I like a freshwater otter.
What is low-key planning? What does that mean? Like, what have you done?
I watch what other people are doing, and
That's as low key as you can
that's
get.
low key. Listen, it is a dream of mine. I currently don't have the facilities at my house to get this done.
Okay.
But
That's the only holdup,
that's
though.
the only holdup. That's honestly the
No
only
facilities.
Holdup. No,
Right.
no facilities.
I have some low key planning.
But we're working on it. Honestly, when the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, I will. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to own an otter.
You'll come do it.
All right. With Scream 7 next up in the horror franchise and several old school faces returning, one notable past cast member wants to see her character make a comeback, and that is Sarah Michelle Gellar. She played Cece Cooper in Scream 2 and was, like so many others, killed off. Still, Gellar holds out hope that they'll find a way to bring back the character. She said, "I'm not in Scream 7. I tried to get in. Nobody wanted me." She told E.T. this. They were bringing everybody back. She said, I kept thinking that I would get a call, but I didn't get a call. She noted the number of supposedly dead characters that have made comebacks and said there's a lot of people that died in all the Scream movies that are coming back. Skeet Ulrich, Matthew Lillard, and she said, "I'm just saying." Waiting for my call, so we'll see. All right, and then we'll do one more, and then we'll move on to movies and clips and stuff. Netflix is diving into one of the more shocking tragedies in recent memory. They're doing Titan, the Ocean Gate Disaster.
Oh, man.
It's a documentary that explores what went wrong with the 2023 fatal tourism expedition to the Titanic shipwreck.
That didn't take much time. There have already been a number of specials. One of the most amazing things to see is CBS did before one of their reporters went. You've seen this. Went down in it and did the dive. And he was commenting on the fact that they were using video game controllers.
Yep.
And you could sort of see the groundwork being laid for a disaster that eventually occurred.
The film synopsis said it delves into the psyche of billionaire OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush and his relentless quest to bring oceanic exploration to the masses at any cost, and features whistleblower accounts, audio recordings, behind-the-scenes footage giving a look at the technical challenges, moral dilemmas, and shockingly poor decisions that culminated in the catastrophic expedition.
They say one of the absolute... at the core of it, the core decision, Preston, that really did them in, they used a composite material to build it, and that was bound to end a disaster.
The OceanGate disaster is set to stream on Netflix starting on June 11th. The bar opens in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. All right, we got movies opening this weekend. Let's get to them. Hang on. All right, movies opening today. Lilo and Stitch, family, comedy, adventure, stars Jason Scott Lee, Zach Galifianakis, Tia Carrere, and a fugitive alien helps a lonely Hawaiian girl mend her broken family. It's an hour and 48 minutes long. Wide theater release. It's rated PG. Rotten Tomatoes score clocks in at 72%.
That's pretty good.
Yep. Then you have Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. It's an action adventure course. Stars Tom Cruise, Haley Atwell, Simon Pegg. Our lives are the sum of our choices. Ethan Hunt faces off against his most formidable foe, an AI-driven mastermind capable of anything. Ooh. Running time's 2 hours and 49 minutes long. Wide theater release, rated PG-13. Rotten Tomatoes score is 80%.
Wow.
All right, now some clips to play for you.
Do I have a drum roll?
I don't know.
I don't.
All right.
All right.
We'll start with this. Just the idea of prom may be a horror show for high schoolers, but it's not nearly as bad as R.L. Stine's Fear Street Prom Queen. And in this clip, David Iacono and Susanna Sun talk about the downfall of being a victim. All right, Jason, hit it.
Sometimes when a murder would happen early on in a scene, the actor would have to stay murdered for maybe like a month or more.
A friend would say what happened to him, but he had to be like on the floor for like a week.
Shut the up! I
couldn't hear that in my headphones.
Yeah. No biggie. Fear Street Prom Queen starts streaming today on Netflix. And then the last clip, David, how would you say that last name?
Malchian?
Desmalchian?
Yes, he's great.
Had many small roles in big movies, but now it's time for him to shine. And in this clip, he compares his role as a know-it-all scientist in Murderbot to another recognizable sci-fi character. All right, Jason.
There's this like Dr. Bones kind of quality to him. If any Trekkies are out there, I think he's got all the elements of the character that's the curmudgeon-y, like, wait a second, before we go in there, I need to say a few things.
The f*** is that? New episode of Murderbot streams today on Apple TV+. That's it.
What's the time on the clock there, Preston?
It is 6:58 a.m. 2 minutes till the bar opens.
Wow.
2 minutes till the bar opens.
I think Greg Monahan is here, Preston, and he's got the cup ready for the bar.
Yo, Greg Monahan. Grinning Greg, the graphics guy from former WMMR employee, but always a brother in arms, is here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a tradition that we do every single year here at Keenan's Irish Pub to start the day off, and we're going to change things up just a tiny bit. Normally, we have our friend, we call him Enrico Palazzo.
Yes.
Matthew comes up here and sings the national anthem. But, well, and we appreciate him because he's going to take a back seat this year. He will be back again another time. But there's somebody who made a name for himself as the Eagles were marching their way to the Super Bowl. And it was the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, it was actually the opening round.
It was the opening round.
Against the Packers, yeah.
So we have a special performance. He's the guy that played the saxophone at that game. Vanya Sax is here with us this morning, so we're going to bring Vanya up onto the stage. Nice to see you, my friend. How you doing?
I'm good.
You good this morning?
Yeah.
Excellent. Look at these people? What do you think when you see this crowd?
I feel sad when I felt at the stadium.
Yeah,
Feels
right.
like he's back at the stadium.
Feels like he's back at the stadium. So Vanya is going to play his awesome version of our national anthem this morning to officially ring in summertime and the opening of the Jersey Shore. I want to make sure this mic, it is working. So you ready to get this underway?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, lead us there. Vanya Sachs, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Awesome.
Amazing job.
Enrico Palazzo.
All
Does that
right.
not make you tear up? It's beautiful.
It gets you right in the feels,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
I love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that means it's summertime. The bar is open. We're going to take our first commercial break. We'll come back and more. We'll let you guys get some drinks. We're live at Keenan's in North Wildwood. We'll be back on MMR. Thank you, Coors Banquet.
Start your summer, start your legacy. Coors Banquet.
Now, live from Keenan's North Wildwood, here's Preston and Steve.
Summertime, yes! You can hear it in the crowd and the people here in North Wildwood. We're making noise all the way up and down the Jersey Shore this morning as we officially open it for full-on party mode. Summertime. Coors Banquet, our sponsor here. Eggs with Peg. I'm looking at the picture, Steve, of Peg Keenan on the wall.
That's such a great picture of her.
Yep, Keenan's in North Wildwood. We'll dive into that a little bit more in just a moment or two. We're going to get some things underway as we speak. But let's take, and I want to remind you, if you want to see this today, Neumann University handling our streaming, and we have full-on coverage on YouTube. If you want to check our YouTube account out, Preston and Steve, you can see that and watch the video and join along if you can't be here in person. We're going to take a look at traffic, see what's happening. Nick, what's going on so far this morning?
On the Vine Street Expressway, an accident has been cleared. This is westbound right before Broad Street, but it's still slow getting through that area. Schuylkill eastbound between Girard Avenue and the Vine Street Expressway. That's slow because of volume and because of that earlier accident. Also, Schuylkill westbound from City Avenue out to Belmont. And then 95 southbound between Common Avenue and the Betsy Ross Bridge. That's slow because of volume. Also in Montgomery County, in Lower Gwinnett, there's this road construction. There's the area there is closed to repair a collapsed pipe. This is on Welsh Road, eastbound and westbound, Route 63, between Gwinnett View Road and Stump Road. But if you're heading down the shore, if you're coming down to Keenan's, AC Expressway is looking good, as is the Garden State Parkway, New Jersey Turnpike. So all that is good news if you're heading down the shore for the holiday weekend. This traffic report is brought to you by Ace Hardware Home Services, bringing helpful to your home. Leaky pipe, AC not cooling. Ace Hardware Home Services has the pros to fix it. Plumbing, electrical, heating, and cooling, bringing helpful to your home. And that's your traffic on 93.3 WMMR.
Oh, thank you.
That one was for Kathy, right?
Nick McElwain. Obviously, we have a few things we're going to send out to Kathy this morning. Hey, by the way, real quick, I want to mention something. Our program director, Chuck D'Amico, handed me this note. And I want to say congratulations to Nicole Jupin. She is celebrating 1 year. She had a stroke on this day 1 year ago. She's getting married in October. She's actually here this morning.
Where?
For a party. I don't know where she is. But Nicole, we're happy that you're doing so much better, and you're here to, tear it up a little bit and forget about all that.
Just be careful.
Yeah, be a tad bit careful, but she's having a great time. We're happy that she's here. All right, before we get into our first contest, we want to welcome the man who is responsible for this event and this place. The owner and operator of this establishment, Mr. Scott Keenan, is here with us. How you doing today, Scott? Does that work?
Yeah.
I don't know. Does it work?
Yeah, it's working.
I'm doing fantastic, guys. How about you?
We're doing great, man. It was good to see you last night. In preparation for today, you and your staff have been working their asses off to get ready for this event, obviously.
That was Happy Thursday, I think, was the sponsor last night, right?
That's right. And now we got Coors Banquet today. But you guys always have a lot of things planned for the entire Memorial Day weekend. Obviously, this is just the start of the whole thing. And, we kind of tee it up and then kick the ball. And then you go on. What else is happening this weekend here at Keenan's?
Well, we have the Giuliano brothers this afternoon, 10 o'clock. They're here tonight. We have Masquerade. They're tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. We have the FM band.
Yeah,
love that band.
Then we finish the weekend with the Soul Cruisers on Monday.
Awesome.
We have Mike Shackleton in the afternoon, a little jam session. We have DJ Ernie Spiata for a golden hour.
All right.
From 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. The rest of the weekend, it's all entertainment.
And may I point out, it's sunny outside.
No sun.
No sun.
No, it's cloudy and damp down here like Ireland. We need people to stay in bars.
Like that, that's what you want.
How many people can fit in this place, Scott?
Is the fire department listening?
Yeah.
2,200.
2,200.
And this place gets packed in the morning. I mean, it's just, we had a line around the building, and I was talking to some people last night. They were like, dude, you have to get here at 4:30 in the morning if you want to make it into the main room. I mean, there's so much other space here, but this is obviously where we have the party kicking off. But you guys have so much room, and you keep on changing things on us as well. Are there any more expansions or morphings that are going to happen?
As I always tell you guys, the only place you go is up.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Preston, it's like the staircases at Hogwarts.
Yeah. Yeah, they keep changing.
Yeah.
They keep changing all over the place. All right, well, listen, man, we're honored to be back here once again to kick off the summer, and we're excited for all these events.
And congratulations to you guys on 20 years of being at Keenan's.
Yeah, absolutely.
20 years, gang.
Yep.
20 years.
This party right here. Nice. All right, thank you, Scott. It's it for Scott Keenan, everyone. All right. owner, the man that makes this whole thing happen. All right. So I think we're ready to get started, Case. We are going to have our very first contest. While we were off air, Casey solicited for a couple of people to help us out, and this has become a tradition here at this event.
Do we call it a good luck tradition? It has been,
Yeah, I think so. And we try to have a theme with it. We always wanted to do stuff with the crowd, and that's what we're going to do. So we are going to enter into our first contest, which is the crowd surfing event. And we have two people that are facing off against each other.
And now, as you've mentioned, with Scott reconfiguring the room, had to adapt a few things. This might make it more exciting and a little bit more difficult.
And a little more lethal, we'll see.
A little more lethal.
But we wanted to do something, we wanted to acknowledge something, and this year we acknowledge your Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. And to commemorate this, we are going to have crowd surfing. Now, for those of you who don't know what it is, we have two contestants, one at a time. They're going to get into a giant tub that we have. This year, we've made the tub to appear as if it is one of the double-decker buses that rode in the parade. And we'll bring them out in a moment. But the crowd is going to have to take them on a bit of an obstacle course throughout the bar, and they have to pick up things along the way. First, we have the NFC East Championship Trophy. Who's holding that? The NFC Championship East. It's over there. Yes, there it is. So that's it. Or it's a banner. They're going to have to get that. Followed by the NFC Championship banner, which is right here in the middle. And then we have BirdBot over in that corner.
Wow.
And eventually they have to get the Lombardi Trophy right down front.
So that's a lot of work. So honestly, this is as much the contestant as it is you guys in the crowd really helping out.
And to get this thing started, we need a sing-along. Marissa, can we bring our musical accompaniment out one more time? We're going to bring Vanya Sax out one more time up on stage. Come on, my man. And he's going to play a song you guys are going to have to sing along to, and I think you know the words. So is that microphone on? Tap it. Let's see. I think it's on. All right, so we're going to get Vanya set up. He's going to make sure that mic is set in the exact place that he likes it so that you can hear every bit of this.
Preston, isn't it crazy that his last name is Sax?
I know, right?
You know? I know.
It's, it's kismet. It was meant to be.
I was saying that to my cousin, Kathy Trombone. It's just weird.
All right, Vanya, you ready, my man? All right, let's get these guys to sing along. We're going to do the Eagles fight song. Here we go. That's how you do it. Thank you, Vanya Sax. All right, Case, do we have our contestants ready to go?
Yes, we do. Marissa's got them in the back making their way out right now.
These might be our tiniest contestants ever.
You won't be able to tell when they come out, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Marissa's bringing our first contestant out.
Holy hell!
Yes. All right. We have our first contestant. This is Caitlin. Hi, Caitlin.
Hey.
How are we doing today?
Great.
All right, for those of you who can't see, who are listening on the radio, we have Caitlin in an inflatable Eagles outfit, and it's an eagle.
It is an eagle.
And by the way, as soon as we purposely asked for tiny people.
Yeah.
Because the crowd has to move them throughout on their, using their strength. And so we don't want to put some 250-pound guy.
This looks like someone peering through the tracheotomy wound on an eagle.
Yes. And as they were putting them on in the back, they're like, these are not made for little people.
No, they're not.
But it looks fantastic. Caitlin, where are you from?
I am from South Jersey.
She's a South Jersey girl here this morning who's going to take the ride. And have you been to this event before?
Yes.
All right, how many times?
This is my second time.
Oh. All right, we love that you are a repeat offender. All right, so did you see this contest last year?
Yes.
All right, so you know what you need to do. You just got to sit on and hold on for your dear life.
Yeah.
You know what, though? The costume will provide extra padding. She's going to have to get jammed into that tub.
Yep.
So, again, to you guys in the crowd, your assistance is crucial.
All right, Caitlin, you think you got what it takes to do this?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get her started, and we're going to time this event. So you got to go get the NFC Championship banner, then the NFC East Championship banner, then the NFC Championship banner, then Birdbot, and then the Lombardi Trophy. You see them all?
Yes.
All right. That is your mission. All right. Let's get you over here. Chuck, our program director of WMMR, is holding the bus that she'll be riding in. It's a big tub.
It's a big tub, but the actual bus is just a tub.
Yep. All right. So she's getting her way into it.
Jam her big fat eagle ass into that thing.
Oh my God.
Is she even going to be able to?
I don't know if she's going to be able to see.
Well, I'm wondering about her collecting the. She might just have to touch the posters.
Yes, I think you're right, Casey.
They're very big.
Yeah, they're too big. So why don't we just have her touch them? Is that okay, Preston?
Whatever you guys want to do. So all she has to do, hey, Caitlin, all you have to do is touch those things, okay? As long as you touch them, you don't have to collect them. They're too damn big.
Her eagle is dying.
Yeah. So, she's sitting on the air supply.
She's sitting on the air supply.
All right, we'll see how this goes. All right, yeah, we got a timer. Nick, you going to be keeping time? All right. When you guys are ready, let's lift her up. And when we say go, we'll start the timer. All right, it's up to you guys now. Watch out. Hey, hold on. Watch out for the lights and the ceiling fans, okay? Please watch out for the lights and the ceiling fans. All right, you ready?
Yes.
On your mark, get set, and go. She's on her way. She's flapping her wings like a true eagle would. And so far...
Oh, crowd's doing great, Preston.
They are moving her slowly and steadily and safely to the NFC East Championship banner. And she touched it. Yes, she's got it. All right, over next to... All right, they're taking a detour.
Yeah.
Things have changed. They moved. Okay.
On purpose?
Hey, just stay still with the sign. All right, there you go. She has now touched the NFC Championship banner. Now moving towards Birdbot.
Oh, boy.
All the way to Birdbot. Hey, Caitlin, Birdbot. Yeah, you can't head to the trophy yet. Not the trophy.
Not the trophy.
Hey, the girl holding the trophy, back up a little bit. And wait. There you go. Thank you. All right. She's almost to Birdbot. And yes, we've got Birdbot. Now to the Lombardi Trophy. She's making a right-hand turn. The crowd has got her. As soon as she touches it, the time will be up. Come on, move her. Touch, good time.
Preston.
Yes.
For the year 2025, a brand new world record.
You're kidding me.
1 minute and 12 seconds.
Oh, my God.
Well,
you guys were here to witness a world record for 2025 this particular day.
Right.
that is correct. A world record for this particular day.
At this particular hour.
Yes.
A world record.
In this particular location.
Not to minimize her achievements at all. No.
It's really good.
It's pretty good.
All right, so now we have to reset. We are going to move.
It's an elaborate process. First, that whole bus has to be backed up.
We are going to move the tub all the way back to the beginning, and Caitlin in her deflated eagle outfit has returned to the starting line. All right, here's our next contestant coming up. Oh, my God.
By the way, let's have our banners stay in the same positions to make this fair.
Yeah, by the way, if you're holding the banner, who's holding up the banner? Don't move towards them. They move towards you, okay?
Yeah.
Don't move towards them. You stay where you are. All right, our next contestant is Midge. Hi, Midge.
Hi, Preston!
Nice to see you again.
Always a pleasure.
So Midge has a really interesting aspect about her. She is a natural shocker. She's missing her finger on this hand.
Wow.
So she does the shocker without even trying.
Awesome.
She's missing her ring finger on her right hand.
Do you believe that might make her more aerodynamic?
Maybe so. By the way, how did that happen, Midge?
It was in a terrible crowd surfing event. I don't want to talk about it.
I got you.
She lost it in a crowd surfing event.
I'm glad that you're here to face your fears and dive right back into it. Where are you from, by the way, Midge?
Allentown, Pennsylvania!
All right, did you bring a crew with you?
Yeah, I'm here with Mr. Peanut.
Ah!
And I'm here with my boyfriend Rob and Gina.
All right. Well, they're going to be cheering you on. So the time to beat is 1 minute and 12 seconds. You think you're down for it?
I don't even know what I'm doing. I was too short to see what was happening.
Perfect. You're tailor-made for this thing.
I'm literally winging it.
Yes.
See what she did there? All right, Godspeed, Midge. Go get in that tub, and let's see how you do in our first contest, crowd surfing. Is this our only contest in this particular segment?
Sir. Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly, Steve, I think she's working on like 5 minutes of material.
She absolutely has been preparing for this. The key is, Nick, can she touch all 4 stops? That's all she has to do in 1 minute and 12 seconds, correct? Under a minute and 12.
Yep. All right.
All right, she's getting jammed into her tub/bus.
All right, looks like she's in there.
Okay.
All right, we have Midge being raised up on Eagle's wings.
Reset the clock.
All right, on your mark, get set, and go. She is on her way.
Oh, moving.
She's going faster.
She is faster.
She's smaller.
Yes.
Lighter payload.
She looks like a dead eagle in a tub.
And moving towards the NFC East Championship banner, and she's just about there. She has touched it. Stop number 1, now on the way to the NFC Championship banner. She can't see anything. She's touched it. There we go.
Oh, wow.
Now on to Birdbot. Birdbot is off in the corner here in the building. Probably about 50 feet away.
Be careful.
And she is moving briskly.
All right, take control, guys.
And Birdbot has been touched now under the Lombardi Trophy. Making a right-hand turn. Moving very briskly. And time. Wow.
Right,
Wow.
I mean, you know, it's like when people first saw LeBron, or, you know, those moments in history when you're like, I was there.
Ladies and gentlemen, of Keenan's, on May 23, 2025, we have a new world record. Wow. 50 seconds. And the champion of crowd surfing, it's Midge.
Midge is our winner of crowd surfing in a sub-minute performance. Wow. Amazing.
Did she improve upon the first one by 22 seconds?
She did, Steve. What a champion. Let's bring them both up onto the stage. Midge. Wow.
Yes!
Tell us about the historic ride.
I just channeled my inner Saquon!
Yes, her inner Saquon. All right, Midge, since you got that right, we're going to give you a water sports adventure package for 2 valued at $500. Wow. Courtesy of Mission Impossible. You can choose from parasailing, jet skiing, dolphin cruise, and paddle boarding. But you are our winner, so congratulations, Midge.
Gadzooks!
We love her. And Caitlin will have a parting gift for you as well, so thanks for playing along.
Thank you so much. This is awesome.
Excellent.
So, Caitlin, next year, come back and cut off a finger.
Yeah.
And you'll be better suited.
You might win. We'll see. All right, we got one out of our way. We are done with our first contest. We have more things that we're going to give away through the course of the program. We're planning on ending by 10 a.m., so just a heads up to regular listeners.
We're going to try. And I loved it today is kind of a love letter to Delco, Preston, in many ways.
We have a couple of very Delco-specific contests that are going to be happening.
Some of our proudest moments of the year.
I think so.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So with that, we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break. We'll come back in a second. We have more on the way. We are live at the Jersey Shore at Keenan. And we'll be back with more on MMR. Stay with us.
Preston and Steve on 93.3 WMMR.
WMMR proudly supports the American Cancer Society Bike-a-thon, Bridge to the Beach. Over 50 years of riding for a world without cancer.
Hey, it's Marcus, and it's time to ride with a purpose. Join me and Team WMMR Sunday, June.
MMR's official opening of the Jersey Shore.
With Coors Banquet. Start your summer, start your legacy. Coors Banquet.
And now, live from Keenan's North Wildwood, here's Preston and Steve.
Yeah, baby, it's on. This is it. The live broadcast, Keenan's Irish Pub, the weekend you've been waiting for. Memorial Day weekend. Beautiful, gorgeous weather, by the way. It's just stunning outside. And listen, whether you're inside or outside, Keenan's is where you want to be for Memorial Day weekend. As we were talking to Scott Keenan earlier, music, entertainment all weekend long, drink specials, everything you're looking for. We've got it right here, and we have a huge, good-looking crowd here this morning for...
A huge crowd, Preston. If people are unaware, if you haven't been down to Keenan's in a while, first off, why not? But second off, it's the entire friggin' block.
Yes,
it's huge.
And you can see all this on YouTube this morning, so feel free to check in. We're going to take a look at traffic, see what's happening so far. Nick, what you got for us?
The good news is if you're driving down the shore, if you're on the AC Expressway, Garden State Parkway, or in the New Jersey Turnpike, they're all looking really good so far. The bad news is that if you're in and around Philadelphia, traffic is starting to build. There's slow traffic on the Vine Street Expressway, eastbound between the Schuylkill and Broad Street, Vine Street westbound between Ben Franklin Parkway and the Schuylkill, Schuylkill eastbound between Montgomery Drive and the Vine Street Expressway, and then Schuylkill westbound from University out to South Street, and then again from City Avenue to Belmont. 95 southbound between Cottman Avenue and Girard Avenue, that's slow because of volume. And then 322 eastbound between Bethel Avenue and Cherry Tree Road. 322 westbound, this is an upper chai between 452 and Cherry Tree Road. That's also because of volume. This traffic report is brought to you by the local Rheem Pro partners at thereamteam.com. When you want your home to feel like a dream, it has to be a Rheem. Stay cool with high-efficiency AC system from Rheem, R-H-E-E-M. Find your Rheem Pro partner at thereamteam.com. And that's your traffic on 93.3 WMMR.
Nick, you picked up the mantle.
Smattering of applause.
Thank you, Mr. McElway. Just a smattering is the way we start. All right, before we get into our next contest, we're going to do a couple of things. I'm going to do a short bizarre file. I have some interesting stories I'm going to share with you, and then we'll get it underway. Something we've been looking forward to doing and doing the past couple of years is our next contest. But before we do any of that, we have to officially make it Friday, and no sad, bro, and we've got to play our Friday song from Froggy. So, Jason, back in the studio, let's make it Friday. Go! Bro. All right, let's do a quick bizarre file. Hit it, Jason. Here we go.
WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Bizarre File.
Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors. Right now, save $250 off windows, $700 off doors, 48 months, 0% APR. You can visit PellaPhilly.com. All right, we'll start with a Florida story. A tiki boat crew turned into an unexpected hero during a karaoke cruise on Saturday. Video shows the dramatic rescue after a bleeding man ended up in the water in front of TT's Tiki Bar in Punta Gorda.
TT's?
Yeah. And Cole Kelly, who operates the tiki boats, was running one of his normal cruises when he spotted the man struggling to stay afloat. He said, as we got closer, we saw the commotion. Then it was apparent he was bleeding really bad. Once I pulled up to him, we could see the severity of his injuries. He was bleeding from head to toe, and he had a terrible wound on his hand. Police said the man had jumped a railing into the water and smashed into the rocks on the shoreline on the way down. So a cautionary tale to you drunkards here on the shore.
Yeah.
Don't jump into the water. He wasn't very talkative, he said. He wasn't very coherent. He was very intoxicated.
There you go.
With the help of passengers on board, Kelly threw a life ring toward the injured man and pulled him to safety. And according to the police report, the man was drinking, and he jumped to try to impress his friends. It's a typical, hey, what, hold my beer moment.
Yeah.
After the tiki
Look
boat
what I can do.
transported him back to shore, paramedics were waiting. He was taken to the hospital. He was bruised and bloody, but okay. And for the tiki cruise, Kelly said, the show goes on. I scrubbed the blood off the boat, and we sang some awesome karaoke songs.
Hey, good news, folks. I cleaned up the blood.
Good to go. All right, here's my favorite story of the day. A repeat sex offender who identifies himself as Master Bader has been arrested again for allegedly masturbating inside a Seattle grocery store.
Well, listen, he's delivering what he promises. So many times you show up for an event and they don't get what they said they were going to do.
46-year-old Keenan Charles Parsons continually commits sex acts in public despite multiple convictions for sex crimes. The prosecuting attorney's office filed 2 new charges of felony indecent exposure. So the charging documents say the defendant is a prolific public masturbator with 3 convictions for felony indecent exposure and 1 misdemeanor indecent exposure for similar conduct. He has demonstrated inability to follow court orders and appear in court. And he's also a registered sex offender, but is not in compliance with that obligation.
Oh, so he's not cooperating.
And he has had failure to appear on over 40 occasions.
What were you doing when you didn't show up?
So he was arrested at Uwajimaya grocery store. 911 callers reported a man was pleasuring himself in front of customers. A Seattle police officer responded and detained him. He said, when Sergeant Johnson asked him his name, he identified himself as Master Bader.
And so Sergeant Johnson responded?
That is correct. And when Sergeant Johnson asked him what he was doing inside, Keenan admitted to, quote, that he was stroking inside the store.
Okay, if you're in a supermarket, this is completely hypothetical, where are you going to go to spank it first?
Oh, wow. Probably the meat section.
The meat section.
Yeah.
Huh.
While speaking with officers, he was actively looking at women and saying that they were, quote, going to be in his show.
He's got a show.
Investigators discovered that he is a non-compliant sex offender, and he was arrested for pleasuring himself inside of a Safeway and told deputies in March that he was watching women in yoga pants.
It's not Bader, it's Bator.
Master Bator. One last story, and then we'll wrap it up. In Louisiana, a teacher has been arrested after he allegedly dropped some cocaine in the hallway of the school he teaches at. The deputies responded to an incident around 10:38 a.m. on Tuesday. On the scene, complainant explained that a small plastic bag with white powder inside was found in a hallway. Deputies said the powder later tested positive for the presence of cocaine. Detectives say video evidence will allegedly show the teacher identified as Lee Michael Gaynor dropping a baggie. They searched his car and reportedly another small baggie of white powder.
Hey, if anyone has found my cocaine,
which tested positive for the presence of cocaine. Grainer was arrested and is charged with possession of cocaine. And that is what I have in the bizarre pile for you this morning. All right. We're ready to get our next contest underway. And this one we started doing a couple of years ago. And it turned out to be a really popular segment.
Well, this is there's competitions all over the world. I think we would represent well in a global competition, Preston.
Now, we had a lot of people signed up, and unfortunately, a lot couldn't make it. So we did a last-minute solicitation in the audience, and we got some people that are going to participate.
So there could be a diamond in the rough here.
That is correct. Now, the prize for this contest is $300. Yep. And Casey, we're also going to give them the Seagull.
Yeah, sweet. This is a special edition Sunny Seagull. This is Sammy the Seagull. Like Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam.
And then we also will have a pair of full-day wristbands for Maurice Pierce.
I love it. All right, we are now going to do our Seagull Screech-Off contest, gang. You guys get to decide who the winner is. A crowd applause contest, and you will decide who the winner is. We're going to do one round of 8 contestants. We'll narrow it down to our final 3, and then we'll find out who the winner is going to be. Marissa, let's get our first contestant up here. Somebody's got to go first. Marissa asked him, and Kevin said, damn it, I'll do it.
Oh, there.
So we got
the
Kevin.
Man.
How you doing, Kev?
I'm good. How are you?
We're doing great. You're the only man in this competition.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Do you think that weighs in your favor?
I don't know. I hope so.
All right, where are you from, by the way, buddy?
I'm from Newtown.
Newtown. All right, Upper Bucks. All right, thank you, my man. So are you known amongst your friends as having this talent?
No, I actually didn't know this was a consistent thing you guys do. I just raised my hand because I thought it would be fun, and I'm told you guys do it every year.
So maybe he'll find out he's blessed with an innate gift.
I haven't heard a Seagull since last summer, so I'm a little bit in the dark here, and I'm going first.
May I suggest something then? And Preston, we've said this before. what you can't deliver vocally, if you can deliver in performance, that might work in your favor.
So have you ever done a seagull impression?
A couple in the back right now.
Okay.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Preston, he's in the amateur division.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, are you ready, Kevin? All right, Kevin's never done this before. Let's see how he does. When you're ready, Kevin.
Kevin, the crowd loves you.
He did it and turned and looked at me and was like, eh? All right, one more time. I mean, really give it some oomph. Get close to that microphone. Get close.
Try to do one that's not dying.
Say it again.
I can't think of what a seagull sounds like.
That's on you, buddy. One more time. Oh, jeez. Get over here.
All right, listen.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
The good thing is that the crowd is on your side.
Hey, right now you're in first place, bro.
You are.
Yeah, first place.
There's only one direction to go for the rest of the contestants.
All right. We have our next contestant. This is Ellen, everybody. Ellen is terrified to be up here.
Yes.
Okay, so a nice round of applause for her.
Well, you know why she's terrified, Preston? The performance we just saw set the bar.
She's intimidated by him. Ellen, where are you from?
Well, I live in New Jersey, but I'm originally from Delco! Girl out of Delco, but you can't take the Delco out of the girl.
We know this for sure.
Yeah.
By the way, just her saying Delco leads me to believe she's a ringer.
Yeah. Listening to her talk backstage, I was like, yeah, she sounds like a seagull when she speaks.
Yeah. All right, Ellen, I know you said you were scared, but you needed a little bit of liquid encouragement. Did you get it?
This is only my second. You don't offer shots back there.
Well, you know what? We'll add that to the notes of what to do next year.
Right.
I asked one of the staff, do you have alcohol that I can have? But he didn't let me have it.
Oh, it's okay, Helen. You got plenty of the day ahead of you. All right, you ready to try this out?
Yeah.
All right, Ellen, give us your best seagull screech. Come on, Ellen, you got this.
That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for.
Kevin, in case you're wondering, that's what a seagull sounds like?
You were doing a sparrow.
All right, hold on, Ellen. Ellen, what were you going to say?
After you guys started this, we would all be drinking and we're doing the seagull calls in the street. And in Cape May, we're in Cape May.
So it's catching on everywhere. All right, stay right there, Ellen. Let's bring our next contestant up. We have, next up, we have Rachel, everybody. This is Rachel. Rachel, tell us about you. Where are you from?
Quakertown, Pennsylvania.
Q-Town. All right. How old are you?
25.
25 years old. Have you been to this event before?
This is my second time.
Excellent. All right, so you've seen people do this?
Yeah.
And when you've seen people do it, did you go, I could win that?
Maybe.
Maybe.
That's
All right.
the spirit.
I like your Wildwood Jersey shirt. That's a Wildwood, New Jersey shirt. Good for you. Just play into the home crowd. Are you ready?
Yep.
Right. Let's make this happen. Rachel, all right, into that microphone. Let's get your best seagull.
Anytime.
Man.
Whoa!
That was impressive.
That's a phenom.
Hey, Kevin, that's also what a seagull sounds like.
I don't think I got booed enough. These people...
He says, I don't think I got booed enough.
All right, next up, we have we have eight altogether. This is Haley. Hi, Haley.
Hi.
Where are you from?
West Grove, PA.
West Grove. All right, and I asked, how old are you? You look like a kid.
I'm 22.
22 years old. All right. Have you been to the live broadcast before?
No, this is my first time.
Welcome. Who did you come with?
My boyfriend, Michael.
What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Mike. Okay, so you heard a couple of these. You think you got a shot?
I hope so.
All right, here's the microphone. Let's get your best seagull. Here we go. This is Haley.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. She blew out a vocal cord there.
That was, that was cool.
That
She
was
went
a hype, yeah.
In the upper register. Haley, nice job. All right. Yep, you can applaud. Feel free.
Yeah.
I love how everybody booed her boyfriend.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, she's a beautiful young lady.
She's a total knockout, but they think that by booing the boyfriend, they actually have a chance with her.
That she's going to go, you're right, I got to get with you.
Yeah!
Ooh, you're hot.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
All right, so, and remember, guys, lengthen this out a little bit. The short thing is good, but we want to hear some, a little bit to it. All right, I got to raise the microphone up. We have a little bit of a taller person here.
Preston, this is a seagull that has just seen a huge plate of French fries.
All right. Missy, is that your name?
Yes.
Interesting spelling on your name, M-Y-S-S-I. Is that short for something?
I'm just different.
You're just different. All right.
It's short for I want to be difficult.
Short for Melissa.
It's short for Melissa. Okay. Now, where are you from?
Royersford, Pennsylvania.
Rofo.
Montco in the house.
Yes, I'm a Montco resident as well, so thank you for representing. Who came here with you today?
Our friends John and Kelly and Amy and Pat, and then everyone else in the club.
I love it. All right, now, did you enter ahead of time, or did we just pull you out of the crowd?
Entered ahead of time. Actually, my husband wanted me to enter last year, and I wasn't able to make it work last year, so I made sure I could be here today. I sent a video in. I didn't hear anything. I sent another video, and then I'm in.
All right, well, let's make it work. You ready?
I'm ready. I've been ready since middle school.
Oh, you've been doing it that long?
Yeah. Can I give a shout out?
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to my 3 sons, Brian, Braden, and Brock.
All right. Well, let's do it for them. You ready?
I'm ready.
Hey, go for it, Melissa.
Yeah.
Damn!
Length and girth.
That's going to be a tough one. All right, we're 5 deep now. Up next, we have Amber. Hi, Amber.
Hey.
Nice to see you. Where are you from, Amber?
I just moved to Glenside, Pennsylvania.
Excellent. All right. And we're asking everybody, have you been here before for this event?
First time.
Hey.
All right, beautiful. A virgin. We love it. Did you come with a bunch of people or just a couple people?
I came with my husband.
Hubby. Boo.
Guys are so supportive.
It's just how hot she is.
Yeah.
I mean, we're upset with you. All right, he's over here going, come on, man, what about me? All right, has this been something like Missy has been doing since middle school that you've been doing?
I've been doing it since I can remember. I don't know the first day.
All right, you feel pretty confident?
I feel good.
All right, good. All right, let's see how you do. All right, this is Amber, guys.
Yeah. Nice.
They were okay with it. We'll see what they think in the final vote. All right, we have 2 more to go. Up next, we have Kate. Hi there, Kate.
Hi.
Nice to see you. Where are you from, Kate?
I'm from South Jersey, but I live in South Philly.
South Jersey to South Philly. That's solid. Nice. And obviously an Eagles fan, right?
Yes, very much so.
She's representing with a very cool Eagles hoodie. And, all right, so are you here with a bunch of people?
My mom, I have some friends out there.
Hi, Mom's here. Hey, Mom. You proud of your little girl? You should be. All right, and have you been to this event before?
No, I haven't.
All right, well, welcome. And you ready to do this, Kate?
Yes, I am.
All right, right there's the microphone. Let's hear your best Seagull Screech.
Wow. Hit with the crowd.
They like her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we got 1 more to go. 1 more. We got a tiny package coming up here. Carolyn is her name. I got to lower this mic way down here. Hi, Carolyn. Where are you from?
Deptford, New Jersey.
Love with a Jersey girl. And you've been here before, right?
I have, yeah.
How many times, you think?
Just once.
Just once, so it's your second time. I love all the newbies, the people that are, we have so many return. Who's been here like more than 5 times throughout the years, right?
Nice.
And we have some newbies. Who are all the newbies here for the first time? Excellent. We got a nice crew. And who's been coming here for like 10 years? Beautiful. I love it. All right, Carolyn, you heard the competition. You're the last to go. You ready to make this count?
I'm ready.
All right. Good things come in small packages.
You know who I'm here with?
No, who are you here with?
I'm here with Peeps over there.
Oh, I love Peeps over there.
My husband, Scott Shue.
Boo.
And then I got my fun friends, my family, Sharon, Carly, Carolyn, and Andrew.
All right, thank you all for coming out here en masse. All right, Carolyn, show what you can do, all right? Microphone's right there.
Ready?
good. It's good.
All right.
She gives good bird.
Line up across here. Stand right there. Yep, perfect. One at a time. I'm going to have you guys by crowd applause. Wait, what? Oh, Kevin's out, right? Yeah, okay.
Wow, that was brutal.
Good call.
That was brutal.
Good call.
He did not put up a fight at all.
In fact, he was eager to leave the stage. The crowd said he needs to go.
It was the best dressed guys over here. They're just like, get Kevin out of here.
Yeah, get him out.
Don't even waste the time. You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. All right. We have all ladies up here. I'm going to go, I'm going to put my hand over their head one at a time by crowd applause. You tell me who you like the best, and we're going to narrow that down to 3. So Steve and Nick and Casey and Marissa, keep track of who you think should be our 3, okay? Because I'm just going to be the guy who does this up here. All right, we're going to go in order of when they perform. What'd you guys think of Amber? That's harsh.
Yeah, harsh.
All right, Amber. Thanks for being here. All right, next, what'd you guys think of Rachel? Wow. All right. They like Rachel. What'd you guys think of Haley? They like your boyfriend better. All right, then we had Ellen. Followed by Missy. Then we had Kate. And finally, Carolyn. Wow, that's a tough one. So Nick and Steve and Casey are having a short discussion. They're going to let us know who they think our 3 are.
I'll tell you what, you got a number of close contenders, but I think we determined quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
Casey?
And thank you guys so much for participating.
For bringing your bird.
But it was, I think, clear cut. Our winner is Kevin.
Oh, Kevin!
Yeah.
Come on back up here, Kevin. It's Kevin, everybody. I'll have you know this is the greatest moment in Kevin's life. All right, thanks, Kevin.
All right, no, really. Our winner of the 2025 Seagull Screech-Off.
Wait. No, 3.
3
finalists.
3 finalists.
Yeah,
our 3 finalists.
Yeah, we do a Screech-Off.
My bad.
Okay.
Our 3 finalists are Ellen.
All right.
Kate. And Rachel.
All right. Everybody else can head out of here. Ellen, Kate, and Rachel are our 3 finalists. We do this one more time. So this is where you got to dig deep and give us everything you've got.
Think of yourselves as some big old smelly seagull.
All right.
Ready to let her rip.
Rachel, let's have you step up and start.
Rachel came out of nowhere, delivered a great performance.
All right, Rachel, you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do it one more time. Here we go, Rachel.
Yeah, nice.
Ellen, who was terrified to do it, and she's a finalist now.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you ready, Ellen? Go for it.
Yeah.
All right. And then last but not least, Kate, give it one more go. Here we go. All right, come out here, guys.
All right.
We're going to do this crowd applause thing one more time, and this will determine who our winner is. We're going to start with Ellen. Next up was Rachel. And then last was Kate. All right, now we leave it up to Casey and Nick and Steve. They're going to have a quick discussion. We do have a very cool prize that we are going to give away for number 1, and it's how our judges interpreted your noise will determine who our winner is. So, Casey, have you guys had a chance to discuss?
Yes, we have a unanimous decision.
All right.
And the winner of the 2025
Seagull Screech-Off is
Rachel! All right, Rachel, you are the champion. We give you the Sam Seagull from Maury's Piers. Here's $300 in cash. And here are some passes for our friends at Maury's Piers. And this is a same-day combo. You get the water park, you get everything. So congratulations.
That's awesome. You guys were great.
Let's hear for all of our contestants this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 Seagull Screech-Off. They did it. They killed it. And a couple of those people just came out of the audience out of nowhere. In fact, Rachel came out of the audience.
Rachel came out. She was out of the blue and was possessed with this ungodly ability to channel a seagull.
Yeah, not even planned ahead of time. I absolutely love that.
That's the way we work best.
Most definitely. All right. With that, we should probably take a break, right, Case? All right. We're going to come back. We are going to need more contestants when we return. We have another contest on the way. We're opening up the Jersey Shore. It's summertime. You guys feeling good? We'll be right back on MMR. Stay with us.
North Wildwood, here's Preston and Steve.
Crazy.
Keenan's Irish Pub is packed, filled to the gills, wall to wall, back to front, nuts to butts, whatever you want to call it. But we are having a damn good time on this official kickoff and opening of the Jersey Shore. We call it Eggs with Peg. It is sponsored by our friends at Coors Banquet this year. And we will culminate the event with the baptism of beer this morning.
Yeah.
So get set to get wet, my friends. We have a lot of stuff planned still. Marissa Magnotta frantically waving her arms to get things prepared for our next contest. No easy task, and she's working her ass off.
No, she's doing a great job.
Let's take a look at traffic, see how we're doing. Nick is going to handle that. What's up this morning, Nick?
Bethlehem Pike northbound, Route 309, right at North Wales Road. There's an accident, has a left lane block. This is in Montgomery County, in Montgomery Township. In Philly, Vine Street Expressway eastbound between the Schuylkill Expressway and Broad Street. That's slow because of volume. And then the Vine Street westbound, the length from the Parkway all the way to 76. Schuylkill eastbound from Montgomery Drive out to the Vine Street Expressway. Schuylkill westbound from University Avenue to South Street, and then again from westbound on the Schuylkill from City Avenue to Belmont. 95 southbound between the Betsy Ross Bridge and Girard Avenue, and then 322 eastbound. This has been a problem all morning. This is an upper chai between Bethel Road and Cherry Tree Road, eastbound and westbound. Avoid that area if you can. There's some slow traffic through that area. This traffic report is brought to you by Whole Foods Market. Shop sweet savings at Whole Foods Market. Get 16-ounce packs of organic strawberries for $3.99 each with Prime through May 27th while supplies last. Shop in store or online. Terms apply. And that's your traffic on 93.3 WMMR.
Nick McElwain with the traffic. Thank you very much, sir. We do appreciate that. And we're getting ready to get another game going here. And this one, from time to time, we do go outside of the building.
Yes.
And this year is no different. We're going to attempt something here. Marissa, like I said just a moment ago, was running around like a whirling dervish, pushing things out of the way, getting barricades moved and all set.
Because we're dealing with even more limited space than we had planned on, and this is a contest that involves a lot of movement.
It definitely involves some movement. So I am looking off to the side here, and I do see someone poking their head out, so we might be ready, but I don't know where. There's Marissa. She wants 1 second before we get taken care of here.
Thumbs up, she says.
Oh, thumbs up. Okay. So where's Casey as well? I don't know. We're going to need him. He's in the back. Oh, yeah, he's getting set for the other contest. All right. Marissa, how will they? Okay, they can go across the stage here. All right, so this has been a banner year for Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Anybody from Delco here this morning? So we had a few high-profile things that took place in association with Delaware County, and we are going to represent that in this particular contest right now.
Honestly, it's as wide a variation as you could possibly imagine, and yet Delco delivered.
Two things happened that we made note of. Number one, a woman took a dump on the hood of a car.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I think she's the hero we all need. Instead of getting in a full-on physical fisticuffs, which would have left people bloodied and battered, she decided to drop trowel and lay a deuce on somebody's car.
And expertly so.
I think she de-escalated the situation,
She did.
to be honest. So we're going to pay homage to that. And then a new pope has been elected, and he went to Villanova, which is in Delaware County. So, Steve, we've gone from poop to pope.
It's amazing. It's almost like they had this in mind so we'd have something to do with Keenan's.
Exactly. So we are going to do a contest called From Poop to Pope, Pope versus Poop. So here's what we're going to do.
And it's the classic battle.
It is the classic battle. And we are doing it in the form of a shortened beer mile. You guys familiar with the beer mile? All right, a beer mile is where you run an entire mile, and every quarter mile you slam a full beer. We don't have enough time to do a full mile, so we're going to do a shortened version of that. We're going to have our contestants run down the block, and you'll be able to watch them on that monitor up on the wall there. They're going to run down the block back, and they're going to slam 2 beers in the process. And it's going to be Pope versus Poop. So let's bring our contestants up onto the stage. We have our Popes. This is Todd and Ike, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Bless you. Bless
and
you.
as our Poops, we have Carolyn and Greg. And I will describe this to our listening audience we have our popes who are dressed in the ceremonial garb of the standing pope.
Looking very papal.
Yes, they are, and they are playing the part. And representing the poop, we have two people in poop emoji costumes. So this is the way it's going to work. Marissa has set up the beers in front of us. We have two poop emoji mugs and two golden chalices, and they're filled with Coors Banquet. And it's going to be a relay. So we're going to have one pope and one poop race each other, slamming two beers in the process. They will then hand it off to their partner, and they'll finish up. And whoever breaks the toilet paper finish line first will be deemed the winner of From Poop to Pope, Pope versus Poop.
Now, it's relatively simple. We are dealing with some angles and coming in and out of the building here could be a little problematic, so you really have to be light on your feet.
Absolutely. And I want to point out, friends of WMMR and staff members of WMMR, one of the pieces of poop is our own Greg Monahan.
Yes.
Who we love to death. And this is so Greg.
He was never able to be a part of our contest.
Yep.
And and now he is. It's wonderful.
All right, so we have, I'm going to walk out here real quick. So we have Todd and Ike. Walk over this way, buddy. All right, Ike, where are you from? Philly. From Philly. And how about you, Todd?
Ivyland.
Ivyland.
Yeah, in Bucks County.
Bucks County. I was not familiar with Ivyland.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you guys know each other?
No.
Oh, excellent.
Just fellow runners. I guess they paired us up.
Fellow runners that paired up. All right. Are you feeling very spiritual this morning?
Extra spiritual right now.
I love it. Todd, how about you?
Bless you, Preston.
Thank you.
There we go.
That's the right thing to say. All right, those are our popes. And then we have our poop, Greg Monahan. Woo!
You knew he'd say that.
That's all he knows how
That's
to
all he needs to say, yeah.
And Carolyn, how you doing?
I'm great.
Where are you from?
Key West, Florida.
Key West? Wow. What brought you out to New Jersey?
I grew up here, so I started coming back here every summer now.
Oh, it's beautiful. Way better than Key West, right?
Well, it's way cooler than Key West, hence my 4 layers that I have on and a poop emoji now.
And a poop emoji. All right, hang on. Todd, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to shout out my wife because last year I didn't. My wife, Christina, right there.
All right.
By the way, they're letting them get married now, Preston.
Good work. I know, popes. I know, it's crazy. All right, Greg, how do you feel about the contest?
I feel like crap.
Oh, yes! Yes! That's why we love you, buddy.
Yes, I'm ready to go.
All right, who's going to go first? Who's going to be our first kickoff? All right, Greg's going to go first, and Todd's going to go first. All right, I want you guys to go down to the start-finish line where we have the beers set up. So we have Todd and Greg. Yes, Casey, can you speak into the microphone? Tell everybody.
All right, so listen, the winning team is going to walk away with $500 cash from our friends at Steak 'em Up. You can find Steak 'em Up in Philly and on the boardwalk here in North Wildwood. But thank you so much to Mike from Steak 'em Up. So each contestant will get $250.
All right, Casey, ready with the music?
Yes, sir.
All right, are we ready outside?
I'm out here.
All right, Nick McElwain is going to be outside. You guys have to run down to Nick and make your way back. So we have Greg and Todd with their beers ready to go. You guys ready for From Poop to Pope?
Yeah.
On your mark, get set, and go. They have started to slam their beer. They are spilling a lot of beer, but they are drinking most of it, and they are off. Greg Monahan is behind. Todd is first. We have, and look at the monitor, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it here.
Open the lead.
You never know what you're going to see in Wildwood.
Greg is running barefoot, guys. And there goes a truck, by the way, with light up signs and billboard with the Preston and Steve show on the side and WMMR Rocks on the back of it.
They're making their way back. They circled around Chuck D'Amico, our program director of WMMR, and it looks like it's neck and neck, and Greg Monahan is cut ahead. He's in first. Poop leads Pope. Get your beer. Get your beer. Get your beer, Greg. Come on, man. No, there's a full one there. Greg, drink it. All right, Todd has finished his beer first. The Pope is on the way. Greg has to finish his beer.
Here comes Todd.
Yeah.
All right, and the poop is on the way. Todd is way ahead of Greg at this point.
The poop is smearing behind.
Greg has slowed down to a jog at this point. And maybe it's the bare feet, maybe it's the beer, maybe it's the poop emoji costume. You never know.
I tell you, his partner's going to have to make up some time on this.
He got a little confused when he had to drink his beer.
I know.
So we have Ike and Carolyn standing by to go. As soon as those guys come up and to the stage, we're going to send them off.
Here comes Todd.
All right, Todd's back in the building, and hold on, Ike, you can go. All right. And Ike is now slamming his papal beer.
Preston, Greg is slowly working his way back into the building. He'll be in a matter of seconds. Here comes Greg Monahan.
All right, hang on. Come on, Greg. Come on.
Greg, run!
All right, and Carolyn has started drinking her beer. And Ike is out the door. We have our Pope on the way. All right, Carolyn, go.
Ike came out the door, Preston, and he just goes, hey, where am I going?
Probably good to know that. All right, there comes the poop, Nick.
Yeah, she's got a full-on costume underneath her poop emoji costume. She's multi-layered for the cold Jersey weather, but she's doing a good job of catching up to Ike. She's rounding Chuck D'Amico. Ike, the Pope, is a little bit slower than his predecessor, Todd, the Pope, and Caroline's doing a great job. She might pass him, Preston.
Looks like she's closing the gap, Nick.
She is.
It's going to be neck and neck as they're coming in the door. Here comes Carolyn. Here comes Ike. Ike through the door, and Carolyn not far behind.
All right, Ike's got one more beer to drink, and then he's got to make the lap. And whoever breaks the toilet paper roll first.
Oh.
All right, Carolyn's right behind him.
Drink it. Slam that beer.
Oh, it's a slam off now. Ike's a little out of breath. He's having a hard time drinking the beer.
Come on, the Pope can do it.
He's got to take a quick break. Carolyn is almost done.
Do it.
They're trying to breathe, Steve.
Oh, they don't have to breathe.
It's the Key West dinner.
Yes.
Carolyn's on her way.
Yes. A turnaround for the Pope.
Here comes the Pope.
A seagull just landed in front of Carolyn.
I saw that from the door, Nick.
Here comes Ike. Ike looks like he's going to puke. I got to be honest. Ike is not looking good. Carolyn is really holding her own. She's rounding Chuck D'Amico in a matter of seconds and will work her way back to the door. I think Carolyn's got the lead at this point. We'll see if Ike is able to catch up. He's actually closing the gap a little bit. Carolyn is definitely slowed down.
Oh, wow.
Come on, Caroline.
Oh, wow.
Caroline, run.
It's
the Pope. The Pope calling it. Ladies and gentlemen, Ike the Pope rounding the corner.
Here he comes. He's got to break the tape. He's got to break the toilet paper roll. Come on, Ike. Oh, the Pope wins.
Oh. Wow.
Pope beats poop. Pope beats poop. Pope beats poop. Pope beats poop. Oh, my God.
Amazing.
A divine moment here as Pope Ike and Pope Todd take out Poop Carolyn and Poop Greg.
There were 2 lead changes, guys. I'm surprised. I did not think Ike was going to be able to pass her.
Do you know what, Nick? There was we have to remember, Poop did take the lead briefly. That is quite an accomplishment compared to 2 really accomplished Pope runners.
And like Nick was saying, the lead changed several times.
It did.
That was excellent.
I mean, every time that Poop was behind Preston, it came back up front.
I love it.
So cold.
What'd you say, Ike?
The second one was so cold. That was tough.
The beer was so cold?
Yeah.
I've never heard anybody complain about cold beer. Casey, what do we have for our winners, the Popes?
All right, for our Popes, guys, congratulations. But I'm going to have to sadly part with $500 cash. But I'll gladly give it to you guys from our friends at Stake 'em Up. $250 for you, $250 for you. Wait, is that only 200? He's got the extra 50 over here. Go, Todd. Todd, you got 250s in there, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. If you can't get honesty from a Pope.
Yeah, right? There you go.
We're all out of luck. All right. Hey, nice job, guys. Let's hear it for Poop to Pope. Pope versus Poop. That was awesome. Thank you, guys. Two-time winner. Two-time winner for Todd. He's done this type of thing before. All right, guys. Head over that way. It is great to have you on board. All right. Are we going to do one more thing here, Casey?
We said to do it. You know, Preston, we've known Greg for a long time, and we should have figured out that he would be a relaxed runner.
Yeah, he just kind of jogged.
Yeah.
He jogged a bit.
He was barefoot.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so we're going to do another contest. We have 5 people that are backstage. We're actually going to need to make a little bit of room, and this one's going to star our own Casey boy. Nick, you're going to go over there as well, right? You can take this wireless mic if you need to, or do you have one? All right, you can grab one, because we're going to need somebody up close and personal for this particular one. Is this that's 4. We're just doing 4?
No, I can't remember what the 5th one is.
We'll figure it out. All right. So the next one, and if you're just tuning in, we're live at Keenan's Irish Pub. You can watch us on YouTube, and you'll definitely want to see this next one. You will want to see this. All right. Hey, guys, look up here. Look up here. That table right there, we're going to use that right now. So just make a little bit of room. we're going to use that. We don't need to wipe it down. I mean, I know it's wet and everything, and people are going to be laying on it, but it's all good. So we're going to need just everybody to spread out just a little bit. Marissa is working her way through. Nick is coming over as well. We're going to lay some tarps out. Now, every year, we try to have at least one messy contest.
Something that will give you a lifetime of regret if you participate in it.
That is true. And while the baptism of beer is definitely messy,
it is.
That one we count on every single year. We try to do something else. And this one we're going to pay tribute again to Delaware County in just a moment, and I will explain. But it is going to get a little bit messy over there. Nick, do you have your spot?
Yeah, surprisingly, the table was relatively clean. I thought maybe by 8:30 in the morning it was going to be covered in splooge and beer and whatever the hell else scores, but no, we're good.
All right, it's going to be covered in some other stuff right about now. All right, we're going to need Casey in place, and we need our 5 contestants. And like I said, once again, this is in honor of Delaware County, and we are again going to pay homage to the now folklore legend of the Delco Pooper.
We have to. And you know why, Preston? Because no one has jumped to the front of Delco lore quicker. I mean national. I'm talking international coverage.
Absolutely.
We all know locally some of the Delco individuals that are part of the legend and lore, but globally, the Delco Pooper is known.
Nick, did you just see Casey?
We've worked together for 21 years, and the kid never surprised. He just does it to amaze me.
All right, so you guys have heard of the Cleveland Steamer, the Pittsburgh Platter. Well, we are now going to introduce you to the Delco Deuce.
The Delco Deuce.
All right, Casey is standing on the table. Let's hear for Casey, everybody. Casey looking good, by the way. Fit and trim. You look fantastic. How do you feel up there? Can you grab that mic?
Yes. All right. I feel good. For some reason, I've gotten like a little bit afraid of heights lately.
Yeah.
So, which way am I standing? Are we going to have heads here or heads there?
I think you're going to have heads toward you.
Okay.
I think so, yeah?
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Fine by me. All right. So what we're going to do is Casey is going to be portraying the Delco Deucer this morning. And
we're sorry for the gender swap, but we had to do it.
It made the most sense. Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to have a contestant. We have 5 of them all together. They're going to lay down on the table on their back with their face straight up. They're going to be blindfolded. Casey is going to simulate defecating in their mouth.
It is a simulation.
Simulation.
It is a tribute.
Yeah.
And he's going to be using different substances, and if they can taste it and tell us what it is, then they win a prize.
Yep.
That's all you have to do is let someone drop a deuce in your mouth.
That's it.
Yeah, so we're gonna, if they get it right, we're gonna hook them up with 4 packs of passes to Helium Comedy Club.
Yeah, love it.
Nice.
All right,
You're gonna need to laugh after this.
All right, Marissa, we're ready for our first contestant, and we're actually gonna get them on a little poncho here, just so they're not getting too sloppy.
Listen, this is the way the pros do it.
Yeah.
I just got messy setting things up.
Yeah.
Like, my hands smell like everything at the same time.
Right.
All right.
By the way, I'm sure there's an OnlyFans site that does this, right?
Oh, you're damn straight there is. All right.
Yeah, we could definitely be charging a subscription. All right, step number 1 is not working. They're just trying to put a poncho on is not working.
Yeah, she was putting her head through the armholes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So
now we got to get her up on the table. Nick, what's her name, by the way? She's wearing a name tag. Can you see? Oh, Casey?
Oh, I don't know.
We can hand that over. Nick's going to do
What's your name?
Play-by-play.
Lori from Kensington.
Yes!
I don't know if you could hear that, Preston.
I think I heard that.
That was Lori from Kensington!
All right, Lauren's going to lay on her back. We're going to give her a blindfold. Hold on. A blindfold?
Yeah, blindfold.
We lost it.
She's covering her eyes.
She lost it.
Are you kidding me?
Okay. Hold on a second.
Listen, we're going to have to blind her.
All right, Lori, no cheating, okay? You're going to keep your eyes...
Cheat, I swear to God.
She swears to God she's not going to... And we just had some popes up on the stage.
All right, cover up your eyes tightly because some of this could get in your eye. All right, Casey's going to drop a deuce on her. I've always wanted to say that.
Yeah.
Lori is sticking her tongue out, Preston. I think she's actually really looking forward to this.
She has to identify the substance. All right, Lauren, you ready? Here it comes. Casey, drop your deuce. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, dude. It went up her nose immediately. It's all in her mouth. I think gotten in her eyes, which were covered.
All right.
And he has completely emptied what she had.
Nick, see if she knows what that is.
All right, Lori. What's...
Barbecue sauce.
What is it?
She says barbecue sauce.
Barbecue
Well done.
Dear God.
All right. Somebody give her something to wipe her eyes off with.
Lori, how you feel?
Perfect.
Preston, she's fine.
All right, she's good.
She's good.
You know, Nick, this was already in the plans for this weekend anyway.
Her face, her nose, her mouth, her eyes, all covered with barbecue sauce.
Oh, great.
All right.
It smells delightful.
It does smell good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would smell good in your hair, let's say like 4 hours from now.
Right.
But
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, she's a winner.
does anybody want barbecue sauce as a take home gift? Anybody?
An open bottle of barbecue sauce for that gentleman right there. All right, next contestant.
All right, let's get our next contestant on up here.
All right, we have a young lady.
Can we wipe this off a little?
By the way, that looks so incredibly accurate.
Yeah.
Preston, from my angle, that looked like the real deal.
Did it?
The real deal.
Oh.
Did it really?
Oh, I just got hit with the scent of barbecue sauce.
All right, our next contestant's hopping up.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, and sliding back down and then hopping back up again.
All right, who do we have there?
What's your
Nick?
name?
Chrissy.
And Chrissy, where are you from?
Brick, New Jersey.
How many times have you had a guy crap on your face?
Wait, what?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
Have you ever done a contest like this before?
Not like this.
Not like
All right,
this.
well,
No.
are you willing to guess what might be coming down from Casey's body towards your mouth?
I don't really have a choice now.
No,
I'm on
you
the
don't.
Table.
You're committed.
All right. We're going to get, was it Christy? Yeah, put your blindfold on, Christy. Go ahead and tie that on. And remember, this is in esteemed honor of the Delco Pooper.
Yeah, well, again, a global sensation.
Yep.
And has brought so many accolades to the Delco area.
Now, Chrissy is much more prepared than our last contestant. She's got the
she's
full
ready.
poncho on. She's got the blindfold on. She even has the poncho over her head a little bit. So she's the best protected thus far.
Nick, she's done this before.
Casey, you have a look of concern on your face.
No, I just feel bad. Marissa's got barbecue sauce in her sweatshirt.
Oh, sorry, Marissa.
Yeah, sorry, Marissa.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, she's ready. Open wide.
All right, here we go, baby.
All right, here you go. Delco Deuce.
Oh, man.
All right. It's all over her face.
Dear God, that looks so real.
All right, so Chrissy has her thumbs up. You have a guess, Chrissy. What do you think that this is?
Yeah, that's chocolate.
That's what specifically? What kind of chocolate do you think?
Hershey's.
Wow!
Close enough.
Well, it's actually signature brand, but whatever. It's a chocolate
It's
syrup.
chocolate.
We got another winner. You get to go to Helium Comedy Club. Tell them about this. They'll think it's hilarious.
How you feeling, Chrissy? Oh, she got some of it in her eyes.
Oh, it happens, even to the pros.
Yeah.
All right, 3 more to go.
3 more will experience this. I wonder, listen, if they could open up their eyes, which is you don't want to do, but how would it look from the receiving end?
Not good.
Horrifying.
Because from my angle, it's horrifying enough.
Yeah, it's not much better for mine, Steve.
No.
Nick is right there next to him on the
Nick
table.
is at ground zero.
There you go. You like
right,
these calves, bro?
Our first male contestant, what's your name, sir? Yeah, hop on up. Julian, we need you to hop up on the table.
Nick looks like he's already been working with somebody backstage that pooped on his face.
Julian, what is on your face already?
Shit.
That's not what you want to say on the air.
Yeah, that's
so,
okay.
Julian, I'm going to ask you this question again, potty mouth. What's on your face?
Feces.
That's
Feces. Okay. All right, you ready, Case?
I'm ready.
Let's get this going.
Marissa's going to hand me my next item. I don't know where.
It's a mystery item until Casey gets it.
She's coming. She's
just any bag. I don't care.
Hold on, she's coming. All right. Oh my God. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
All right, this is a good one. Okay.
All right, you ready, Jules? Okay.
All right, drop that deuce. Oh my God.
Oh man. Oh, looks like that's phase 6.
My God.
That's phase 6.
It's all over his face.
Julian, congratulations. That was the chunkiest of the products thus far. Can you let the audience know what is in your mouth?
He's shaking his head.
He's trying to figure it out.
What?
You can't say the F word, by the way.
We didn't hear it, thankfully.
Okay, Julian, no more cursing, okay? Okay, I'm going to put the microphone in your face. Don't curse, Julian, and give us a guess.
I really don't know.
Any food item that might resemble poop and might be chunky and bean-like.
Yeah, baked beans.
Hey! How did he do that?
How did he figure that out?
It's crazy.
Congratulations. Okay, you can sit up now. Get off the table,
All right,
Julian.
you're up, buddy.
Nick, your clue is very simple.
Wait a minute. His hood is filled with baked beans. His hood on his poncho is filled with baked beans. I want him to put it up over his head right now.
Julian, as you're walking back, put your hood on. He already gave up.
Yeah, he gave up.
I think Julian's in his own world right now. All right. Wait, how many more? One? Two?
We have two
All
more.
right. Thank God.
Here we go.
There are baked beans on the table now.
If you're just tuning in, this is our dedication to the Delco Pooper. It's called the Delco Deuce.
Back to back, by the way, and I think it's only fitting of this moment in history that we celebrate this achievement this way.
Yeah, so I obviously can't see what it looks like from the profile.
You know,
does it look like I'm taking a dump on their faces? That's so great.
I think the crowd would say you're the lucky one.
All right. Our next contestant is in position, Casey. Sir, I'm going to put the microphone in your face. Don't curse. What's your name?
Dan.
Dan, where are you from?
Roxborough.
And did you have any idea that when you got up this morning to come to Keenan's that this was going to be in your future?
Casey's taint? No.
Casey's taint?
This is a first for everything. Are you ready for this contest, Dan?
I'm ready.
He's ready. He's got the blindfold on. He's got the hood on. He's got the poncho on. And whatever product Casey's going to dump on his face next is going to be handed to Casey in just a moment. Casey, you ready?
All right, Dan, I'm ready to take a smash on your face. You ready? Here we go.
All right, he's squatting.
Open up, baby.
And now he's squeezing.
It looks, oh my God.
That looks the most genuine so far.
It looks incredibly genuine.
The first
it looks so genuine.
The first two dumps, Casey, did not make it into his mouth. The third one nailed it. Great aim.
Dumped it.
All
All right, Dan, do you have a
What do you
guess?
got, Dan?
That's definitely pudding.
Pudding!
Definitely pudding.
Yeah.
All right.
4 for 4.
That was my ass, buddy.
Hey, I'd like to remind you all, we're in the National Radio Hall of Fame.
Yes, we are.
Sit up, Dan.
By the way, Preston, they're taking it out right now. I just got word.
Oh, they're removing the
our
award
right now.
Well, Steve, we only have one to go, so maybe by the time we do the fifth one, they'll put it back?
Yeah.
No, they'll burn down the whole museum.
All right, our last contestant's hopping up onto the table. What's your name?
Lisa.
Lisa, where are you from?
Mean Streets of Media.
Mean Streets of Media. Lisa has her poncho on.
Lisa is the most energetic recipient of a face dookie I've ever seen.
Hey, she's from Delco, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Preston, I just made eye contact with Scott from Zippy's Bikes.
Oh.
He's taking the bikes back.
Oh, we're not giving those away anymore? I don't blame him.
Associated with this anymore.
All right. By the way,
Lisa was super prepared, Preston. She's got the blindfold on already. She's got the poncho ready to rock, so she's good to go.
By the way, if you see the QR code for Zippy's Bikes, make sure you get that. We're going to give those bikes away at the end of the show. All right, go ahead, Case.
All right, who do we got here? Lisa. All right, Lisa, are you ready? All right.
She said no.
This is my favorite one of the day.
All right, he's squatting and he's squeezing and... Oh my goodness.
Okay, this has been the firmest.
Chunkiest, for sure.
Wow, that one was messy.
Can you breathe?
She's not moving. She doesn't like it. She's giving thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
She's
You can
alive.
spit it out if you want.
Yeah, you have to taste it.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. It looked like she puked it.
In a cup.
All right, hold on.
Lisa, do you have a guess?
Yeah, like some kind of bean mixture.
What would you find? What type of dish has a bean mixture in it? That might hail from Mexico or down south.
The old half beans, half, I don't know.
If you put all this stuff together, maybe you put it on a hot dog and it becomes a certain kind of hot dog.
Chili!
Oh my God!
That was good. You had to, Preston. We gave a clue for the other guy. It was only fair.
Listen, we're taking a dump on their face. We can't not help them out a little bit.
This is the wrong time to be picky.
Oh, my God. All right.
Hop on down, Lisa. Congratulations. I'm sure it was worth it.
And by the way, we had a winning percentage of 100% on that. Everybody won.
Yeah.
But our true champion is Casey Boy, everybody.
Yes.
Let's hear it for Casey. The Delco Deuce himself. All right. I think we need to clean ourselves up. I think we need to take a break.
I think we know. Can the Popes hear our confession?
I think that's what we need to do.
Have the Popes hear our confession.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We are live at Keenan's in North Wildwood. This is the official opening of the Jersey Shore. We'll be right back. Stay with us on MMR. Let's hear it.
And Steve.
On 93.3 WMMR.
Preston and Steve.
You hear it. It's happening right here in North Wildwood at Keenan's Irish Pub. And it's the Preston Steve opening of the Jersey Shore extra tag.
Yeah, amazing turnout. I think we had the earliest fill-up of the room this morning, Preston.
Yeah.
And it just keeps getting more and more and more.
We've been doing this event for 20 years, ladies and gentlemen. 20 years.
And I think we just had the crowning achievement up on that table over there.
I think we did too.
It's what we've been working for.
I hope you had a chance to see it. You can watch us on YouTube. We are streaming. Thank you to Neumann University. Thank you, of course, to our sponsor, Coors Banquet, as well. And Steak 'em Up and everybody else who's contributed stuff. Zippy's Bikes, Maurice Piers. We got a lot of people that helped out this year.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's take a look at traffic. Then we'll move on to our next contest. Nick, what's going on?
Well, it was all right getting down to the shore earlier, but now there's a really big problem. It's 55 southbound. So if you use 55 to get down to the shore, do not take it. It is closed. 55 southbound is closed between exit 29 all the way down to exit 27, which is the 47 exit. So 55 southbound closed due to an accident. There's an overturned vehicle. Avoid that route to the shore if that was your plan. So, let's see. The Schuylkill eastbound between Montgomery and Vine Street Expressway, that's just slow because of volume. Vine Street Expressway itself, eastbound and westbound the length, but it's not too bad. Just a little bit of volume there. Also 95 southbound between Allegheny Avenue and Girard Avenue, and then 322 eastbound between Bethel Road and Cherry Tree Road, eastbound and westbound. But that's just volume, and it's getting a little bit better as the morning goes along. This traffic report is brought to you by Whole Foods Market. Get premium entrees at Whole Foods Market. Save 20% on no antibiotics ever beef, top sirloin steaks with Prime through May 27th. While supplies last, shop in-store or online. Terms apply. And that's your traffic on 93.3 WMMR.
All right, thank you, Nick McElwain. Oh, by the way, I forgot. You know, we did the Delco Deuce contest. I know she couldn't be here, but that was Kathy Romano's idea, and I want to thank her.
Yep.
She said, Preston, yeah.
They're chanting her name.
Listen, and we say this unabashedly, if it had to do with crap or porn, Kathy was always the one pushing for it.
I know. Well, probably you'd be backing off of that stuff from now on, to tell you the truth.
Just, I mean, honestly, it got too much with her, but we miss her dearly.
Kathy, if you're listening, we love you. We wish you were here. All right, on to our next game. This is one of our absolute favorites, and we love it because you guys in the audience get to do the brunt of the work. And it's up to our contestants to decipher how this goes. It's one of our popular contests. It's called Crowd Karaoke, all right? So this is a simple concept. We are going to change. We have a theme this year. We're going to do crowd karaoke, but it is all TV show theme songs that you guys are going to be singing this year. So we're going to bring a contestant up. They're going to be facing away from the audience. You guys are going to sing the lyrics to the song. They have to identify the TV show that it comes from. And we will hold the lyrics up. Colin, our intern, is going to be holding up the name of the show and the lyrics for you guys to sing. So let's get our first contestant up here and give it a shot. We have a very long-haired gentleman making his way up here. How you doing, man? What's your name?
DJ.
DJ, where are you from, buddy?
Vineland, New Jersey.
Vineland, New Jersey. All right, thanks for being here. Have you been to this event before?
No, but I've done another event.
All right, you've done another Preston and Steve event.
I got pegged with eggs.
Oh, nice. We do that from time to time. All right, DJ, crowd karaoke. You know how this works, right?
Yes.
And TV show theme songs. How's your TV show theme song game?
Not great.
Let's find out. All right, DJ, do me a favor, just for the sake of it, turn around with your back to the audience. Right there is good. Okay, Colin, hold up our first TV show. All right, this is the show you're going to be singing the theme to. Colin is going to hold up the lyrics now. I will count you off, and you guys will begin, and DJ is going to try to decipher what show it is.
So pay attention to Preston. He's your lead.
All right, here we go, guys. 1, 2, 3.
Unbelievable. That was Mormon Tabernacle Choir good.
DJ, I know you said you're not good with theme songs, but do you know what show that's from?
I think that's from the Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch!
I mean, if you're going to go with one, that's the one to start with.
You guys nailed it. By the way, everybody's winning concert tickets. Casey, where are you going to give DJ?
So for DJ, this is what I'm going to hook you up with. I'm going to hook you up with a pair of tickets for The Who. The Who. I had the hiccups. The Who. This Song Is Over, North American Farewell Tour, August 21st at Wells Fargo Center. Tickets are on sale for that show right now via Ticketmaster.
All right, next up, let's see who we have. Is it Hannah?
Hannah, yeah.
Hi, Hannah, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, hang on a second. Hannah, is your boyfriend here?
No.
I knew it. I knew it. You knew it, right?
Everybody's going to get late.
Hey, everybody, we're all getting late. No, it's from a movie. It's from a movie.
Yeah.
It's from Caddyshack. So sorry, I didn't mean. All right, anyway, where are you from, Hannah?
I'm from Glassboro.
Glassboro, New Jersey. Excellent. All right, TV show theme songs, what do you think?
Not my best.
All right.
DJ said the same thing, and he won. Let's try it out. Put your blindfold on. All right, she's going to turn around, face the other way.
Do you know sometimes, Preston, you don't know you know the theme?
Oh, she'll get this one. You guys know this one, right? All right. In fact, there was somebody backstage that was praying they got this one.
All right.
All right, so Hannah is all set. She's got her blindfold on. We have the lyrics. Colin is holding it up. I'm going to give you guys a count. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, forget it, you guys. We lost it.
Not as tight as the Brady Bunch.
Hold on, wait. Hold that back up. Hold that back up. Let's do just that first line one more time. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. Good. Okay.
That's all you need.
Hannah, what do you think?
I have no idea.
She was right. She doesn't know. You take a guess. Take a guess.
She doesn't know. You have no idea, right?
No.
All right, everybody on 3. What show is it? 1, 2, 3. Golden Girls.
I'm too young for that song.
All right, Hannah, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. All right, up next is Ashley. Come over here, Ashley. How you doing?
Good.
Why are you pointing to your ear?
I'm hoping that the song is like before I was like while I've been alive.
While you've been around. Okay.
Golden Girls. Okay, I knew that.
Were you the one going backstage? Please be Golden Girls. Was that you?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, it's not you.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, where are you from?
Outside Philadelphia, Lansdale, Hatfield.
Okay.
She kind of unwillingly gave that information up.
Yeah, she's like, are you a cop?
Yeah. Are the cops looking for you?
I live out that way. You don't have to be embarrassed about it.
Okay, yeah, now I'm embarrassed.
All right, put your blindfold on. Turn around, Ashley.
Preston, I killed someone in Reno. I'm on the run.
Oh, okay. Oh, dude, she'll never get that. She'll never get that. We'll save that for an older person, all right? Yeah. Okay, here you go. Here you go. Thanks, Marissa. I'm sorry to call an audible, but we'll do that one in a little while.
Okay.
All right. I think you guys know the words on this. And don't forget, hold it up, Colin. Don't forget this part, all right? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Well done.
All right, Ashley, what is it?
It's free!
Hannah's going, why didn't they give me that one?
I know. Preston, Ashley even clapped along to the clappy part.
She did.
Yeah, she did.
Ashley,
She knew it.
hang on, don't go anyway. I have 2 combo park passes for Maury's Pier. You could do the water park, the rides all day long. Congratulations, and thank you to our friends from Maury's Piers.
All right, thank you. Nice job, Ashley. Get off the damn stage. All right.
Thank you, friend.
Let's bring up Kelly next. All right. Oh, look at this. Kelly is here to have a good time. How you doing, Kelly?
Good.
Where are you from?
Philadelphia.
And have you been here before to this event?
Many times.
I love it. Welcome back. All right. How have you done so far with this game? Have you been listening?
Yes, I have.
All right. You've just done okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Fair
All
enough.
right.
Kelly doesn't
That's
have
the
much
kind of
time.
excitement we like.
Turn around, Kelly. All right. Let's do... Wow. Okay. This is a good one.
I mean, this is another, I think, easy one.
I look at this girl right here. She's just like, I don't know that one.
Okay, but that's why you provide the lyrics.
Exactly. All right. Let's bring the lyrics up. All right, this is a good one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, right there. Hold on. Kelly?
Are you kidding?
You're kidding me.
Are you kidding?
I can't hear.
You can't hear? All right, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's enough.
Yeah, I mean,
Kelly, they're saying the name of the show in the song.
I can't.
I
can't hear.
All right, forget it. It's the facts of life. The facts of life.
Preston. I didn't recognize her, but that's Marley Maitland.
All right. Let's go. Next contestant. Come up here.
All right.
What's your name? Moika?
Monica from Malaga Hill, New Jersey.
Oh, they're missing some letters in your name. It says Moika.
Moika. Hey, Moika.
All those songs. I hope I get an easy one.
All right.
Okay.
You know, so, all right, come over here.
What if the crowd were to say the actual title of the song 8 times